Our vision was to build not only downtown, but to build a high-rise. Every developer wants to build high-rises, and this moment in time, it was right. We needed to do something that was green and high performance. That's where the market was going. It was the leading edge of the market. We hired RNL as our architect. They're incredibly talented in that regard, and they were able to get us the right information, introduce us to the right people, make the proper decisions to end up with a high-performance building. With a high-performance green building, it takes an entire team coming together and all having the same goal. RNL knew how to create a building that way and how to bring the team members together so that everyone was able to overlay their talents, their skills, and come up with the same result.
It will be 22 stories high, and it is the first LEED Platinum high-rise in downtown Denver. So there is a tremendous amount of interest throughout the community in this project.
Mortenson Construction, we've probably done 50 high-rises across the country. We've done a lot of them in Minneapolis, where our headquarters is. We built the Pepsi Center, we built Coors Field. We've built a lot of the major landmark projects around downtown Denver and Minneapolis. High-rise office is something that this place hasn't seen since the late 80s. And it's exciting to be involved in that and to get a chance to put up a 23-story building downtown. The two cranes came about because there's so much material that needs to get lifted up in the air to make this building come to the end, as far as putting all the steel up, putting all the concrete up, getting the glass and the precast enclosure on the building. There's just so much raw lifting that had to happen that one crane couldn't get it done fast enough.
You'll see that those two cranes are going to jump up in height 2 more times again. We'll jump the far north one first. That one's always going to be the taller one, so that one will jump, and then the following weekend this one will jump in again.
As we approach design for your space, one of the most important things was that it's a LEED Platinum building, and so we really wanted to celebrate that in terms of what Xcel is doing for renewable energy as well.
Since the beginning, the intent was always to have a very simple kit of parts that could achieve 3 different privacy levels. And we refer to that as territorial privacy. So we have a heads-down workstation, and then there's a teaming workstation. And then the last workstation would be the collaborative workstation.
If you look back into the office 30 years ago, a typical office design, the perimeter of every floor plate was typically private offices, closed doors. The majority of your personnel are not sitting in private offices, so let's move the private offices to the interior core so that the majority of your employee base can enjoy the daylight.
I want to welcome you all to the topping out of 1800 Larimer. Xcel will be the primary tenant in the building, occupying floors 3 through 16. 1800 will have significant reductions in energy costs and water usage. 35% of the building energy requirement will come from wind power generated by Xcel Energy.
And let me just say, we have the great benefit of having a company like Xcel Energy as our public utility. And you step back and think about it, here we are trying to build a building that uses less energy, creates less demand for the product that they're selling. And I think ultimately they're going to figure out a way, they're smart enough that they'll be part of the transaction that creates this more efficient and more conservation-oriented energy economy, and their company will continue to grow and prosper.
1800 Larimer, as the mayor said, will have a strong impact on the local economy. We currently have 200 craft workers on site. We'll peak out at 350 craft workers. And at the end of the day, we'll have over 500,000 worker hours into the project, which will equate to over $15 million worth of salaries going back into the economy.
We have about 1,300 employees that are going to move from 3 locations to this building. I got to tell you, they're extremely excited about being in this kind of a building and to experience the things that we're going to get from this, whether it's the increased productivity, the improved health, just knowing that we're doing our bit and our part. Our goal, our vision is to be an environmental leader. We work every day and work very hard, including all of our employees, to embed that culture in our company and within the cities in which we work. This building is a part of it. This building will be part of who we are, and it's a pleasure to be here. So thank you very much.
It was our great fortune that at the same time that we started marketing the building, Xcel Energy was out in the marketplace looking for a building that was able to meet its goals as well of high energy performance. We felt that we had a really good building. Xcel Energy, our relationship with them allowed us to create a really great building.